medical discovery may save humanity.
Suddenly, news begins to circulate in the newspapers about the emergence of a new disease. Hospitals collapse, and the headlines do not stop reporting the growing number of infected people. Fear spreads rapidly. You and your family remain at home, all well, and apparently safe. A few days later, your youngest son begins to show mild symptoms of the disease. At first, you give him medication and believe that improvement is only a matter of time. But time proves that you were wrong. The symptoms worsen, and there is no alternative but to take him to the hospital. Before leaving, you try to calm him, saying it will be something quick, that you will soon be back home. Upon arriving at the hospital, you realize that the situation is much worse than you had imagined. Crowded corridors, exhausted professionals, tense looks. You take your son to the doctor. After a brief consultation and some tests, the decision comes he needs to be admitted. The days pass, and then something unexpected happens. Your son begins to show surprising improvements. The recovery draws the attention of the entire medical team, causing astonishment while other patients worsen. He improves rapidly. After a meeting, the doctors reach a consensus. Studying your son's case may be crucial. He recovered in a way that no one else did. After a new round of tests, the doctor calls you in again to talk. Carefully, he explains that it has been determined that your son carries within his body the cure for the disease, a cure capable of saving all of humanity. Without fully understanding the magnitude of the discovery, you feel relieved. But soon, reason returns, accompanied by fear. Then you ask, what is required to produce this cure? The doctor pauses briefly, sighs softly, and answers, we will need his blood. Relieved, you respond almost immediately. My son is strong. He is brave. You can take some blood. He can handle it. He hardly even cries. The doctor looks at you again, sighs once more, and says, we will need more than a simple collection. Discomfort takes hold of you. How much more? You ask. The doctor looks you straight in the eye and answers, without beating around the bush, we will need all the blood. Your body freezes. Even already knowing the answer, you ask, and how will my son survive without blood? The doctor lowers his eyes, visibly shaken. He won't. Your son will need to be sacrificed for a greater good. He is humanity's only hope. Silence takes over the room. You feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. You watch your son through the glass. He smiles. A frightened smile, but still full of life. How do you explain to a child that they carry the fate of humanity in their own body? How do you accept that saving millions means losing everything? In that moment, you understand that you are not facing a medical, scientific, or political decision. It is a human decision, and none of them comes without pain. The doctor waits for your answer. The world does too. You enter the room and hug your son tightly, in a way that your embrace hides the crying, a silent, lonely, and desperate cry. You look into his eyes and, with all the tenderness that exists, say, son, today I need you to be strong, very strong, the strongest in the whole world. You can save everyone, but it will be difficult. It will separate us, and it may hurt a little, but that pain will pass. The boy looks at his father, frightened yet trusting, and asks, will this save my little friends? Our family? The neighbors? It will save everyone, the father answers. Everyone, really? Even the boys who pick on me at school. Even the neighbors I don't like. The father hugs him again and says, with a choked voice, everyone, son, everyone, really. But this decision is yours. If it's too difficult, we'll look for another solution. The boy hugs his father, strokes his back, as if he wanted to comfort him, and says bravely, I'll go, Dad. If everyone needs it, I'll go. And now the question remains for you. Can you put yourself in this father's place? Would you be able to give up your son to save all of humanity? And while the doctors prepare, the father holds his son's hand for the last time. The monitor beeps softly. The world out there keeps spinning, people running, arguing, complaining, unaware of the price that is about to be paid. Minutes later, the news spreads. The cure has been found. Humanity has been saved. The headlines celebrate. Fireworks explode. Hugs. Tears of joy. But in a silent hospital room, a father walks out alone. Without his son, Essie Hendon Hees, without applause, without medals, only with a love that changed the fate of the world and never came back home. And then the question remains that no newspaper will print. If God gave his son to save humanity, what have you done with that sacrifice? If this story touched your heart, do not ignore it. Do not pass it on as just another video because someone died so that everyone could live.